Thinking about starting an e-commerce business, then think again. My name's Hayden. I've been traveling around the world for the last 5 years, and I'm documenting my journey of building an e-commerce brand from scratch since February at the start of this year. And oh boy, can I tell you, there's been many ups and downs. The reason that I'm doing this is because 5 years ago, when I left Australia to actually go live in Finland with my ex-girlfriend, I started an e-commerce business and it was just getting off the ground. Once upon a time, I was a builder on the tools. I started an e-commerce brand. It looked like it was actually starting to go really well. When I traveled overseas, it took about 2 months and everything tanked and I quit. I had my back up against the wall. I was overseas, funds were starting to run out and I didn't have any other option, but I decided to start an agency because I thought that was the best way to make money, provide a service. It was just more safe, didn't have to spend money on ads and everything like that. Anyway, fast forward 5 years now, being 31 years of age, traveled around the whole world. I'm back to starting another e-commerce brand. So the reason being is because after all this time, I've realized that e-commerce is just the best fit for my lifestyle. I've been in e-commerce. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the creative process. I enjoyed doing it. I moved to agency. I did make quite a bit of money there. Also lost quite a bit of money, but I realized that I had to constantly speak to people. I'm a bit introverted, but also extroverted, and it just took the lights out of me. Spent 3 years building that up, and then I thought, no, it's not for me. A bit of time in between, I was doing some remote working, and now I'm back to building an e-commerce brand. Why? Because of what it's going to give me. It's going to give me the freedom of being able to help people, make a big impact, and yeah, just ultimately just give me that freedom that I want, where I don't have to be constantly speaking to people. I can just do things from my computer. What I'm going to tell you is the ups and downs to this journey. So number one, if I could have said a lesson to myself 5 years ago, it would have just been, you should have never quit. You should have just stuck to it. If you just been persistent, you would have figured another way, figured a different angle, and yeah, by now things would have looked a lot different. So here we are over the last 4 or 5 months trying to play catch up to get to where I once was, which took about 2 years to build that previous e-commerce brand. And yeah, like there's been some really positive signals, but we're just nowhere near. I mean, to be honest, the last week has just been an absolute shit fight. Like the payment processor, they just decided to put holdings on our payments. There's just been a whole bunch of delayed orders. The customer emails have just been filling up. We've just burnt through so much cash. We thought that I found a winning creative. I thought it was about to absolutely explode. Felt really positive. Was waking up out of bed just full of energy, just like, wow, this thing's about to take off way quicker than I thought. And then yeah, the universe, God, has just got a funny way of bringing you down and making you feel grounded. And just making you realize that it's not supposed to be that easy. So what I would say in this is you've just got to be persistent throughout the hard times, the dark times. It has just felt like the last month I've just been sitting and looking at a laptop, and it just hasn't really got anywhere in this last month. And I just remember that this is the reason why most people quit. If you can just remember that, it just gives you like a little bit of edge that just most people would quit. They wouldn't push through this grit of these hard times. If you are someone that goes out there and you crack that product, or you crack an e-com brand and you do take off really quickly, like good for you, that's awesome. But I think all around majority, like a lot of people would probably have a crack at it and then just quit. I'm here to tell you that you will go through dark times and you will be at war with your own mind, and that's probably the hardest part of it all. When you're sitting in a dark room alone just trying to do something day after day and you're the only one that's on that mission, it just becomes you versus you, and it's about just being able to keep on top of yourself, being able to go through and just execute and do what you said you're going to do for the day. Whatever you can to just move that needle forward and just get that 1% better. If you are looking at getting into e-commerce, absolutely go for it. It's a great business model. You see a lot of people out there absolutely crushing it. I know people personally that are absolutely crushing it. It's inspired me, and that is why I'm here on this journey. I'm just making this video because I just want it to be a little bit realistic for someone that might be actually getting into it for their first time. There's going to be some times where there's just no one to talk to. You might even feel some feelings of depression or anxiety or just major resistance to just get these tasks done. But just understand that it's completely normal. I'm here recording this video. Everything has absolutely tanked on me. I thought that I was actually going up. I thought it was going to be all good. Everything has absolutely tanked. So mindset is the most important thing. And if you've got a strong it's always just remembering about why you want to do this. For me, it's to be able to just really make sure that my future family has full security. If I could give any value to you over my journey in the past 5 years of business, going through ups and downs, always trying, always showing up every single day, it's health first. Always look after your health. Take 10 minutes in the morning to get that sunlight and meditate. You know, go to the gym, move the body, because once you actually get yourself in that positive vibration, then work becomes a lot easier and the flow becomes a lot better. Yeah, so if you don't have your health in order, it's probably just going to be a lot more challenging. And second of all, is you just have to sacrifice so much. You have to say no so much. I mean, I've got about 8 friends today that are all riding motorbikes on the beach. You know, there's a whole bunch of photographers, videographers, they're all doing cool stuff, but it was just like, I had to say no because I'm just nowhere near the level that I want to be yet. At the end of the day, money is not the goal here, it's impact. And the reason that I'm documenting this is because I want you guys to see along the journey, starting from scratch, how we build up and make a massive impact and just get through these challenging times. I want you to see that you can start from scratch, go through a whole bunch of shit and end up on the top. That's the faith that I have in myself. I believe it's all going to happen. Trust yourself. And remember, work is made for you. You're not made for work. For anyone that's thinking about starting a business, go out and get it. Go after what you want. Know that it's probably not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. So stick with it. Following along the journey, big love, like, subscribe, and comment below what you would like to see more from. Get out there, go after what you want, and let's get it and let's make it happen.